Look, believe it or not, the Houston Texans and Nick Casario have gave themselves options, and I'm gonna give you two without the obvious Deshaun Watson trade that is coming. There was some news today that says he was trying to settle. I'm not sure how accurate those news are, but if Deshaun Watson is settling, that means that a trade or a potential trade is in the talks and it's already been done and done. We know, and now that we're going away from Deshaun Watson, Nick Casario has given himself two options, and I'm going to explain both of them right now. Your first option is, what if Davis Mills worked? What if the 67th overall pick turns out to be a good quarterback, right? Everybody's like, well, what if he's the next Andrew? Like, everybody's always going to compare him because, for one, he went to Stanford. Two, he looks, he kind of built like Andrew Luck, right? Has the body type. But, the only difference is that Andrew Luck was considered a generational quarterback. Davis Mills is not. Davis Mills also have Pep Hamilton going with them. Andrew Luck also had Pep Hamilton. And, this might be what Nick Casario wants. He wants to look like a genius in his first draft. He wants to hit on Brevin Jordan, on Nico Collins, on Davis Mills, on Ray Lopez, and on that linebacker for TCU that I forget his name. Apologize for that. But if Davis Mills is successful, and here's the thing, the Houston Texans don't have to win in order for you to view Davis Mills as a successful type of player. I mean, the Chargers were not a playoff team, but everybody's looking at Justin Herbert as someone who could be special. Kyler Murray in his rookie year was looked at someone who could be special. They didn't have a winning season. What if Davis Mills goes out and throws for almost 3,000 yards, 20 plus touchdowns, and little to eight, like less than 10 interceptions? That's going to be looked at as a respectful rookie season. That's going to be looked at as something that you could build upon, and then this is part of your big option A is in free agency. What do you do? Do you try to do what you did last year and sign a bunch of players, or do you try to spend money on big time players that this defense need? I do like what we did bringing in Shaq Lawson, bringing in Desmond King, but I do want to see um more assets put into that, and that would happen if Davis Mills works out successfully. And then you have a potential high pick in the NFL draft next year. Remember, the Houston Texans will have a first, a second, third, and with the Deshaun Watson trade, you're going to have multiple everything. Now, do you allocate building the team around Davis Mills instead of looking for a top QB in next year's draft? Now, option B is exactly that. What if Davis Mills isn't successful? What if Tyrod Taylor isn't successful? And you have maybe a potential high pick with players like Sam Howell, Spencer Rattler, the quarterback from Cincinnati. There's going to be a lot of eyes looked at next year's type of QB class. Everybody's falling in love with those mobile QBs nowadays. Sam Howell is that. The kid from Cincinnati is that. Spencer Rattler is definitely that. This is another option that Nick Casario gave himself, that if Davis Mills doesn't work, well, hey, he's a third round pick, man. You do not expect third round picks to be franchise caliber quarterbacks. And now you kind of set this up as your as your safety net is a potential top overall pick that could potentially lead to a quarterback, a franchise quarterback, and now you could do it all over again, but you do it the right way and do exactly what you not did with Deshaun Watson. Don't waste the rookie, don't waste the rookie contract. Don't waste his 4 years. You bring players in now that could win a potential Super Bowl, and you could do that because you have the luxury of a rookie QB. We didn't do that with Deshaun Watson. The only notable player that I think we signed, in Deshaun Watson's rookie year was probably Tyrann Mathieu. I'm sorry, over his tenure in Houston, it was probably Tyrann Mathieu. But those are two options that Nick Casario has given himself. It's either Davis Mills is going to work, and you can now use free agency and the draft to build around him, or Davis Mills doesn't work, and now you can have a potential top 10 overall pick to get your franchise guy, and you could also build with whoever in free agency as well. But I do like that the Houston Texans are not set in stone. They are not stuck in any way possible. The Houston Texans do have options. The only thing is, it's not going to happen right now. It's going to happen over the course of time. This is a rebuild, ladies and gentlemen. So We're just gonna have to see what Nick Casario can do. Let me know what you guys think. As always, go Texans. As always, you guys have a blessed day.